That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. An inside give, Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Eagle defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now 3rd down and 7.
What's this say? Hey, can. 11 condoms. 11. 12. 11. 12. 11.
Burrow will throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
And Burrow going to change the play. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Chase, the motion man right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
11. Hey, check the ball.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here we go.
In motion left is the running back. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That could be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he rifles one incomplete. The Eagles at 3-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Play clock down to 2 and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run with Hill. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Hurts. They complete it to Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the... Start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11, MT.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down. First down jam at the 45-yard line.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Right back to Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's good for Bengals. First down. First down.
Brown. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. It's Hill, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the first carry here for the running back. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second down and 6 now. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Gun. Got. Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Second down and 3.
No touch that. Anyway, hey. 63.
He'll look to throw. The kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Second and 10.
Go Silver, ready? Great. 180. Count up, Yeti.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Hey! No touch that. Anyway,
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Great, set.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Shoves him aside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Good. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He dumps it out to Barkley. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Gun.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back. The 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
No touch. No touch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Barkley on the check down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Go Silver, ready? Right there, right there. Tiger Hornet, 73. 73. No touch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Great. No touch.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 180.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And will follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
On the ground, it's Ali Gordon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Great, set. 180, 180.
They'll set up to throw. That one complete to Hill.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a second and 7.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here now, third down.
Alpha.
Hurts. Connecting with Hill. And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here comes second down at 5.
Play.
Back to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. That'll be caught by Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Bengals 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Can. 11 MT. Hey, 11 MT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 11 9.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Gun 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 180. 180.
Here's Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On 1, ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's just set. 11 M. 180. 180. 11.
Throwing, Burrow. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
180. 12.
Burrow. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Here we go. 180. 12. 11 Thomas. 11.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who let it happen.